Hi, welcome to our science class. So for today's video, we are going to learn about chemical bonding and molecular geometry. But what is chemical bonding first? A chemical bond is a lasting attraction between atoms, ions, or molecules that enables the formation of chemical compounds. The bond may result from the electrostatic force of attraction between oppositely charged ions as in ionic bonds, or through the sharing of electrons as in covalent bonds. How and why do atoms bond? How? Atom forms bond by giving or sharing electrons with another atom. For example, sodium, a metal, and chlorine, a nonmetal. They can make a bond because sodium has a valence of 1 and chlorine has a valence of 7, thus making it 8 in total. This is an example of ionic bond where sodium gives one of its valence electron to chlorine. They give or take electrons from other atoms because they wanted to have 8 valence electrons. Why? Atoms bond because they always seek the most stable electron configuration. They wanted to become like the noble gases because the noble gases has 8 valence electrons, and when an atom has 8 valence electron, it can be classified as stable. There are two ways atoms bond. The first one is ionic bonding. Ionic bonding is the complete transfer of valence electron or electrons between atoms. It is a type of chemical bond that generates two positively charged ions. In ionic bonds, the metal loses electrons to become a positively charged cation, whereas the non-metal accept those electrons to become a negatively charged cation. Negatively charged anion. Like here, when sodium gives one of its valence electron to chlorine, if we count here, the valence electrons of sodium will now be 8, and the valence electron of chlorine is also 8. Another example is when a lithium atom gives one of its valence electrons to fluorine. Next is covalent bonding. A covalent bond, also called a molecular bond, is a chemical bond that involves the sharing of electron pairs between atoms. These electron pairs are known as shared pairs or bonding pairs, and the stable balance of attractive and repulsive forces between atoms when they share electrons is known as covalent bonding. Like here in this example, we have here 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. The oxygen has 6 valence electrons, and the hydrogen atoms has 1 valence electron. The oxygen shares one of its valence electron to hydrogen, which forms bonds and becomes what we know as H2O. Another example is the carbon and hydrogen atoms. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, and when they bond with 4 hydrogen, the 4 valence electrons of carbon shares with the valence electron of hydrogen, which makes a covalent bond. For our next topic, we will be talking about molecular geometry. Molecular geometry refers to the shape and the orientation of the atoms in the molecule. It is the three- or two-dimensional arrangement of the atom. It includes the general shape of the molecule as well as bond lengths and bond angles. The VSEPR theory. We assume that electrons repel each other, that's why the compound or molecule adopts whichever shape minimizes the repulsion. We call this process valence shell electron pair repulsion, or VSEPR theory. The VSEPR theory was originally proposed in 1939 by this person in Japan and was independently presented in Bakerian lecture in 1940 by Neville Sidgwick and Herbert Powell of the University of Oxford. There are 5 fundamental geometries for molecular shape: linear, tetrahedral, trigonal planar, trigonal bipyramidal, and octahedral. So here we can see the linear, trigonal planar, tetrahedral, trigonal bipyramidal, and octahedral. When considering the geometry about the central atom, we consider all electrons, involving the lone pairs and the bonding pairs. But when naming the molecular geometry, we focus only on the position of the atoms. There are 2 types of molecular geometry: the electronic geometry and molecular geometry. What is electronic geometry? Electronic geometry is the arrangement of the electron groups. The electronic geometry is determined by the electric groups. What is molecular geometry? Molecular geometry, on the other hand, also depends on lone pairs, which means the molecular geometry can differ from the electronic geometry if there's one or more lone pairs in the molecule. So here we can see the electron pair geometry and the molecular geometry. In here, the electron pair geometry is linear and the molecular geometry is also linear. The electron pair is trigonal planar, but in the molecular geometry, it can differ because it can have one lone pair and it will make the shape of the molecule bent. That's why it's called bent. And here are the others. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening and may God bless you.